Hi class, my name's Daria,
And I am Daniel.
and this is our presentation on useful things we learned in this engineering class. Our first slide is what is engineering, and basically it is to design and build machinery and technical equipment. Some skills we thought that were important for this engineering job is problem solving, creativity, communication, teamwork, math, physics, and being organized. There are a lot of ranges of engineering fields. Some that we included are electrical, mechanical, chemical, aerospace, environmental, civil, and structural. And three important projects that we thought were very cool were Golden Gate Bridge, Hoover Dam, and Transcontinental Railroad. And over here, we have an image on the right of the design process that engineers use. It's identify, define, brainstorm, evaluate, design and build prototypes, evaluate and test prototype, and communicate the results at the end.
So going off of what Daria said about the wide variety of engineering fields, I chose to look more into electrical engineering. So electrical engineers design, develop, test, and supervise the manufacture of electrical equipment. And they also work indoors in offices, but sometimes they have to visit sites to solve a piece of equipment or something like that. And then the median annual wage for an electrical engineer was about 100,000 in May of 2020.
And moving on, the stuff we've learned from the projects that we've done in the class, that you do have to follow the design process. You have to first do a design and then you test it out. And every material is very crucial, especially when you're limited. And when you're building your prototype, there's definitely going to be alterations to your design. I experienced that. And there has to be critical thinking in order to work around the problems that arise when building it. And one thing that I realized, and I'm sure Daniel realized as well, was during the glue project, we saw how the different types of glues really matter in the project. And then going into deeper on one specific project, the one that we thought was the most difficult was the concrete block project because we were very limited on index cards, and the tape was the hardest part because it was only 2 inches and a lot can happen with 2 inches, and we had to be very wise with it. And especially since the concrete block was going to be heavy, we had to build a design that was very crucial for the support. And we had to think on what shapes would be the strongest that we can work with. And over here, I included the materials of the images. And on the right, I have the design project of my project that I did with building triangles and making it a cylinder. And then some discussion post highlights. Since we did a lot in this class, we got to share and interact with our classmates, which was nice, even though it was still online. We were able to get great feedback from our peers. And it was also very interesting to see what others were creating from the projects that different from ours that we didn't think of. And the research posts were very helpful with information in the different fields of engineering. And we were able to expand our knowledge.
So also in this class, we learned about how we can start having a future in engineering. So to do this, we explored different possible fields of engineering to enter, like we talked about before. We spent time researching the field of our interest, just like I showed, electrical engineering. And we looked into the best option for schools to study engineering and possible jobs we can start looking at or start working at. And this is one of the assignments. We learned to tailor a resume for the best possible chance of being selected for a job as an engineer. And we also had to explore some helpful tools and some websites. So from our many varying assignments, we were exposed to many different helpful websites and tools that could help us in our future. For example, working with Excel and finding, I remember I had to go on a website to find scholarships that we might be able to qualify for. And we also had to go on our own and look for websites that could help us find internships or jobs and what their qualifications are, their experience, pay, and a lot of other requirements. So I showed some examples of Indeed. That's what I used. So to conclude, during the semester, taking the Intro to Engineering course, we not only learned about the fundamentals of what engineers do and the engineering process, but also learned about valuable tools and information that will help us begin a path towards a career in engineering.
Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Thank you.